What's good, YouTube? It's Jordan here, aka Proverse. I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking about Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, episode 10. And man, they got to the chase on this one. I like that it was straight to the point, it was straightforward. Not too much to say about it, honestly. I just got a few things that I picked up on or that I thought were pretty interesting. So let's start with the Kenpachi Zaraki versus Unohana fight. Continuing from episode 9, we see that they're constantly clashing, and Kenpachi's like, "Yo, why am I keep on like blacking out? Like I just keep blacking out, keep blacking out." Boom, boom, boom. And then we find out that the entire time Unohana is basically killing Kenpachi multiple times. I don't know how many times she killed this man. Maybe 100, maybe 1,000. Who knows how many times she actually killed him? But she's just constantly trying to bring him back to where he's supposed to be, where his strength is supposed to be at. And she's healing him. So that was my answer. I asked that, I was like, what is this whole thing with him blacking out? What's this whole thing with him like not remembering or him repeatedly dying, as it seems that was some type of illusion? It was no illusion. She was literally killing this man repeatedly and then bringing him back to life and then killing him again and then bringing him back to life, and then you get it repeatedly. That was pretty awesome. I like how they used that. That was pretty cool. Um, we got to see her Bankai finally. Some crazy like release with blood. Like she had a bloody blade. It was kind of like water, but with blood. Kind of strange. And there were skulls and half faces. They look like Two-Face all teched out. It was like an acid trip. I ain't never had one before, but if I had to describe what an acid trip would probably look like, it would have been that fight with less colors and stuff, of course. But we kind of see like the history between the two, like a short, brief history about how Zaraki pretty much had a pile of bodies. Unohana's subordinates like, yo, like these ain't your bodies. Like they thought she caught hella bodies because she was out here killing people. She was like, "Who did this?" And like, "Yo, this ain't you." Like, I don't know nobody else that could lay bodies out like this here. Then we see a young Kenpachi. He probably like 12 or something, 8. Who knows how old this kid is? But they start squaring up. He get a nice little cut in between the chest on him, a nice little face cut. And she's like, "Yo, you were stronger than me then." So like, I kind of did see a little bit of the backlash of the community, like, "Yo, how is this kid like stronger than this grown woman, bro? Like, what are they doing out here, bro? Like, they saying that that's an L on Bleach, like as far as writing, but we know how Bleach can get, man. Like, or just anime in general, like age, gender, status, social class, none of that matters in anime. If you strong, then you strong. Like, you out here fighting, then you out here fighting. It don't matter what size you are, what age you are, what gender you are, what social class you are. Like, if you bumping, then you bumping. And Kenpachi was always bumping. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. I'm not looking too deep into it. This 12-year-old cross swords like a 100-year-old lady. I don't know how old she was at the time, but they said it was several hundred years ago. We know a lot of the Soul Reapers are older. They age differently. And the fact like this kid was always just naturally strong. He gave me like Broly vibes. You feel me? Like if I had to compare it to somebody, like, cause I already expressed this before. Like I'm okay with just strong characters in anime. Like not just like okay, I worked hard or like I did. No, you're just strong. That's your personality. You like to fight. You're just strong. I'm cool with that. Kenpachi is one of those guys, and I'm cool with that being his personality. Of course, he's just entertaining and he's arrogant and he purposely limits himself during the fight. And then she explained that too, like, yo, you are always limiting yourself so that way you can enjoy the fight. Like you're purposely making yourself weaker. Even when you take the eye patch off, you are holding yourself back because you want to fight forever. And we kind of see that in another show. I'm not gonna say what it is in case people are like, "Oh, you're spoiling." Like you should have watched it by now, technically. But you know, I'm late to the party sometimes too. I don't watch everything when everyone else watches it, so sometimes I'll have to skip certain things when people have certain discussions because I'm not always up on everything. I'm not gonna act like I am. But yeah, another show where a guy was like, "Hey, let's just keep on fighting forever. I want to fight you to eternity, like forever." So that was pretty neat. And then Kenpachi, he laid down Unohana, man. He got the killing blow, and he cried like he did not want to kill her, and she obviously respects him. Like in some way, I guess she kind of loved him in a way. It was kind of a strange relationship, I guess. I don't know. But it was pretty cool to see that because we didn't know anything about their past together, really. We knew that Kenpachi fought a different Kenpachi at a time. If I remember this correctly, I remember him busting into a dojo and fighting a different kind of master. I don't remember him fighting Unohana at all. Can y'all let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong? I would appreciate it. And then we get to the back to Squad Zero headquarters, um, the palace, the royal palace, or whatever. And Ichigo and Renji, they're over here with this Zanpakuto creator, and he's wilding, and he's eccentric. Like I said before, he's very eccentric. He's giving me Killer B vibes. If I did like compare to a character, he gave me like Killer B mixed with Prince. Like he was more of a singer than a rapper, but he had some like rap elements in there. He was trying to rhyme and stuff. I wasn't too. I didn't hate it. You know, he's alright. Um, Obviously he doesn't completely run his own place. There's another woman there. Don't exactly remember her name at the moment, but she kept him in check. Well, they went to the other place to go fight these Zanpakuto spirits, so to say. It was pretty cool. Like, okay, that was the end of the episode. I'm like, no, that was so short. It felt so short. I was so disappointed. And then we got an end credit scene. I'm like, yo, this is the longest end credit scene ever, but I'm for it. I'm here for it. Renji Ichigo fighting Ichigo. Like, they're like, yo, Renji, you pass. You a Soul Reaper. On to the next stage. Ichigo, you failed. Get the hell up out of here. You ain't no real Soul Reaper. Like, basically disrespecting my guy. And I was like, dang, like, they really gonna do my dog Ichigo like that? Like what's the deal? Like, he's over here like, nah, bro, you, you can't do this to me, bro. Like, the world needs me. I need to save this world. Like, you gotta fix my Zanpakuto. Like, what the hell gonna happen to Zangetsu? Like, he like, nah, bro. Like, you dead. Like, you trash. You ain't no real Soul Reaper. You go figure out who the hell you are. And I'm like, no. And then we see that he sends him to another dimension, another area, and it's right outside the Kurosaki's clinic or hospital or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's his dad's practice. He sends him outside of his dad's practice, and I'm like, here we go. He got to have that conversation that he was supposed to have with him during the Eisen arc. And they said, yo, we'll put it on hold. They said, we'll have that conversation when it's time to have that conversation. I don't care right now. I got to beat Eisen. Teach me how to beat this bastard, or let's go beat this bastard, whatever it is. And now we're at a point where we're probably going to figure out, like, what's the deal? How did Ichigo become Kasi? Like, what's this whole thing with Aizen? How did Aizen know how Ichigo was conceived? Or, you know, that's where we are. And I'm excited now, because now we're in plot. We're getting lore, we're getting origin, we're getting plot, we're getting a story. Again, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This is Jordan here, aka Proverse, and I'm out. Peace.